Bhagavati Naistiki. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Srimad Bhagavad Gita Ji ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki Jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Krishna Nitai Gaur Chandra Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. So welcome everybody, wonderful devotees, the beginners program. Do we remember what we stopped on? I think it was a long time ago. Yeah, you remember? I think you won't. Because I'm your servant, I remember. Anybody else remembers? I'll just put a 10 seconds pause and see. So I had made notes, that's why. Somebody else made a note as well?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mother, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I just remember that we were reading about teachings of Prahlad Maharaj,
Yes, very good.
and we have completed all the chapters, what I can remember.
Oh, have we? Okay, thank you very much. Yes, pass, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. We were reading about the illusion of family life. Prabhu.
Yes, very good, very good. Yes, illusion of family life. Where we were, do you remember where we were at? Because I know that. I'm your servant. Very good. It was a very good attempt. I like it. Anyway, don't text yourself. You're past this thing. Although you're not in beginners program. That's great. Thank you very much. All right. Anybody else would like to give it a go?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, I remember we were reading that Prahlad Maharaj was teaching his friends, telling his friends that bhakti should start very early.
Yes, very good. Very good. So, do you know, family illusion is one thing, but where we started, you know, where we stopped? What paragraph? Unless you made, yes, Sushti Mataji, yes, please.
Yes, Prabhuji, family illusion, we have completed that chapter. I have made the notes so I can.
We have done the whole chapter, huh?
Yes, I was reading that, so family illusion we have completed.
Okay. Now we'll come to the next chapter of this then. I love Krishna more than anything. Yeah, let us hear that chapter, okay? What I'll do is, I think Krishnadas probably is, if he's free, once he does all this uploading and stuff. I think we'll wait for a couple of minutes, let him give him some time. Okay, wonderful. So we'll start with this. Krishna, I love you. I love Krishna more than anything. Let us see if it's the case or not. Okay. How far to go, Krishnadas?
About 2 minutes.
2 minutes still? Okay, okay. So from your notes, Mother, just you've got a couple of minutes. Any points you'd like to recollect, which you note down from our last chapter?
Yes, Prabhuji. Krishna consciousness is the highest enjoyment. I have made some notes, and these are some points. When one grows up entangled in the sense gratification process, it is very difficult to get out of it. One can be very jolly simply by Krishna consciousness, but unless one is trained, one cannot live it. When you are too much implicated in materialism, you cannot cultivate Krishna consciousness. Therefore, one should practice Krishna consciousness from early childhood. Better late than never. The last point is wisdom does not depend on age, but on knowledge received from the superior source. One cannot become a wise man simply by advancement of age. By wisdom, one becomes an old man even without advanced age.
Very good. Is it all?
Yes, Roji.
Okay, that's fine. What about you, Praduma Prabhu? Have you written anything? Any notes? Anybody else? That was good, mother. Thank you. No? Anybody else? If not Praduma Prabhu, what about Om Prabhu? Have you written something? Any notes?
Yes, Suji. Just a minute. Suji, I have made note on engaging in devotional service is very important from the tender age, from childhood. And there was this thing about Suji. I've just written about this one thing.
Okay, that's fine. Great stuff. Okay, Krishnadas, when you're ready, let's start with the new chapter. You can share it, please, on the screen. Thank you. So this is a beginner's program and just a bit more font, bigger font. Krishna, a little bit of, yep, that's fine. Okay, who would like to volunteer reading? Vedanti, can you read it? Can you read? Vedanti?
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, very good. Okay, now read it nicely. Okay,
Uh,
go
I
slowly,
love
nicely reading. Okay,
yes, I love Krishna more than anything. Now Prahlad Maharaj makes a further statement about the complications of material life. He compares the attached householder to the silkworm. The silkworm wraps itself in a cocoon made of its own saliva until he is in a prison from which he cannot escape. In the same way, a materialistic householder's entanglement
entangle
becomes,
becomes.
entanglement becomes so tight that he cannot come out of the cocoon of family attraction.
Just stop here.
Even though,
Very nice. Just stop. So, what is this cocoon of family attraction? It's a cocoon. Have you seen it? All of you must have seen silkworm. Yeah. And the silkworm has got, it creates a cocoon by around it and it dies. I think they die inside it. Anybody knows this? Anybody knows how silk is made? The
Yes,
silk, yeah,
Prabhuji.
they die. Is it not so? So we kill the silkworm, the cocoon, and take the silk out. So if you're wearing silk, you should know it's been killed. You kill somebody for this. Yeah, this is the reason why. Material world, material life, after a certain age, one has to leave material world, material life. Nowadays, you cannot leave and live in family and go. You cannot do that. But at least you must not be bothered. Don't be too entangled in this material world with them. People's life. Let them, when the children are grown up, Krishna, can you stop the sharing, please? Thank you. So when the children are grown up, when they are 25, 26 years of age, then they should take over the things. And the husband or the family, he should go slowly retiring In the sense, doesn't have to go into the forest. If he can, that's great. If he can't, just he can lead himself away from. Don't poke your nose unnecessarily. Why like this? Why like that? If they need help, they'll come and ask you. Otherwise, you're busy with your Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. You're busy with your things. You know, don't get too unnecessarily overburdened. For ladies, it's a different situation. Ladies should also support the husband there, but it's a bit hard in this age. So she may continue with supporting the family there. She's quite fitted in, being the grandmother and all that. But when grandfather is a bit hard, don't be too entangled there. So much attachment, and then move on from there. Just move on. Do your things at home. Live your life at home. Chant. Open, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam study. Wake up early. Sleep early. Slowly you do. After 50, 55 years of age, that's how you should do. And give away. Give the reins to your children. If you have a business, offload it to children. If you have a job, then it's fine. You retire anyways. After 65, you're done. Have enough money you can pay for yourself, and it's done. That's how it is. This is retirement. Yeah. That's how you're not entangled. Otherwise, you'll be killed like a silkworm. And somebody else will take away your silk and use it once you're a kid. This is material life. This is the meaning of this. It's very bit hard, but yeah. Okay. Om Prabhu, would you like to continue reading, please? Next part from there. Krishnas, can you share? Thank you.
That's good. Even though
No, let Om Prabhu read. Now we'll have everybody reading it. No, everybody gets a chance. Thank you.
even though there are so many miseries in materialistic family life, he cannot break free. Why? He thinks that sex life and eating palatable dishes are most important. Therefore, in spite of so many miserable conditions, he cannot give them up.
See, this
In
is the
this
point.
way,
These two things about food, attachment to food, and sex life he cannot give them up. This is a difficulty. You see? So one has to be trained up at the early age of life. Old age is not going to help. If you think that you're going to start at the old age, it's not going to work because the old age you've got health problems, you've got mind problems, you've got so many difficulties. At younger age, you must do it when you're very fast. The things are moving on quickly. That's when you should be detached. Learn detachment. Yes, please continue.
in this way, when a person is too much entangled in family life, he cannot think of his real benefit to escape from material life. Although he is always disturbed by the threefold miseries of materialistic life, still, because of strong family affection, he cannot come out.
So what are the
He does
threefold
not
miseries? What are the threefold miseries?
Aditavik Adibhuti.
So what are the explain them, please?
Adi Devik is from, as you said, situation from a person. Adi Bhautik is from, higher entities, and Adhyatmic is from your own mind.
Yeah.
Misery.
So one is by other people, other living beings. They cause you disturbance, including insects and living beings. Human beings also. Yeah. That's Adi Bhautik. Then Adi Devik means your earthquakes, tsunamis, hot and cold. That's done by higher authorities, the demigods and devas. And Adhyatma,
Adhyatmic.
our own mind is an enemy. These three difficulties one should identify, and they will not come individually, they'll come all together. So one should untangle himself from this. So that process one has to understand and practice. Yeah? Yeah, please continue.
He does not know that he is wasting his limited duration of life simply for family affection. He's spoiling the life that was meant for realizing his eternal self, for realizing his real spiritual life.
Okay, let's stop it now. Okay, Vedanti, can you please read again? Now read from here, please. Therefore.
Can you please show from where I have to read?
No, here. Therefore, Prahlad says.
Therefore, Prahlad says that his demonic friends please give up the company of those who are simply after material enjoyment. Just associate with persons who have taken to Krishna consciousness. That is this advice.
So what did he say? What is his advice here? What is Prahlad Maharaj advising his friends?
To leave his demonic friends, like they have bad company.
And
Enjoying Krishna consciousness.
And make friends with people who are Krishna conscious. Associate with persons who have taken Krishna consciousness. So that's how. Okay. So your mother also tells you have good company, in the school and all that. In the friend circle, you should have good friends. Yeah. Who may not be Krishna conscious, but they are good children, who may not be Krishna conscious. That's all right. But you're getting association in these programs, with the devotees. On Saturday program, which Narada Mataji Sri Prabhu's program, you get association of devotees. And this program, you're getting association of devotees, And good, you must have good company in your school, college, wherever you are studying, of good people. Yeah?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Please continue.
He says to his friends that this Krishna consciousness is easy to attain. Why? Krishna consciousness is actually very dear to us, but we have forgotten it. Therefore, anyone who takes to Krishna consciousness becomes more and more affected by it and forgets his material consciousness.
Yeah. So what happens here is that every living being is originally Krishna conscious. All of us are Krishna conscious. And because we are Krishna conscious, we cannot actually forget what's happening, what has happened in the past. See? So it is a revival process. It's within us, we are reviving it. That's it. And one starts Krishna consciousness process, his attraction for material happiness reduces. Slowly, steadily reduces over a period of time. Okay? Do you understand this point, Vedanta? Is it all right?
Pardon?
Have you understood this point, what I said now?
Yes, yes.
Very nice. Now we'll have another speaker now. So from next paragraph, what about Shushti Mataji? Would you like to read, please? Thank
Yes,
you.
Roji. If you are in a foreign country, you might forget your home and your family members and friends who are very dear to you. But if you are all of a sudden reminded of your home and friends, you will at once become very preoccupied. How shall I meet them? In San Francisco, one of our friends told me that long ago he left his young children and went to another country. Recently, a letter came from his grown up son, and at once the father remembered his affection for him and sent some money. That affection automatically came, even though he had forgotten his child for so many years. Similarly, our affection for Krishna is so intimate that as soon as there is some touch of Krishna consciousness, we are we at once revive our relationship with him.
This is the reason why children are very attracted to Krishna consciousness, Although you may say it's young, you should not do it, but if you try once, you'll surpass everybody else. You see? And that is the reason why we must give them enough opportunity to be Krishna conscious. Yes, material things are needed, and they'll be given as per one's karma. One comes, but Krishna consciousness doesn't affect karma there. Please. It is given by mercy. Yeah. Yes, please continue. Thank you.
Everyone has some particular relationship with Krishna, the Supreme Lord, which he has forgotten. But as we become Krishna conscious, gradually our old consciousness of our relationship with Krishna is revived. And when our consciousness is actually in the clear stage, we can understand our particular relationship with Krishna. One may have a relationship with Krishna as a son or servant, as a friend, as a parent, or as a beloved wife or lover. All these relationships are pervertedly reflected in life in the material world. But
So
as soon as we come,
all these relationships are there in the material world. Parent, wife, children, But a perverted reflection. That means what in the spiritual world, it is in its pure form with God. But here we have replaced God with our bodily relation of this life. Once we die, if we get next birth, then again we are children of somebody else. Again we make somebody's father, our parents. Then we become parents. Then we become wife or husband. You see, we become lover again. So we replace Krishna in every life with somebody else of this particular body that we have. Is this understood? This point is clear to everybody? So material world that's why it's called perverted reflection. In the spiritual world, Krishna is a stable factor. And our relationship with him is either that of a servant or a friend or of a lover, of neutral, and that remains. And we are very happy in that position constantly. Okay? Please continue. Thank you.
but as soon as we come to the platform of Krishna consciousness, our old relationship with Krishna is revived.
Yes, it
We
is
love
revived. This is the point. Okay? Now we'll have another reader. What about Paduna Prabhu? Would you like to read now?
Yes, Prabhuji. We love every one of us. First, I love my body because myself is within this body. So actually, I love myself better than the body. But that self has an intimate relationship with Krishna because the self is part and parcel of Krishna. Therefore, I love Krishna more than anything. And because Krishna is all pervading, I love everything.
So we have discussed this point. Do you remember this?
Yes.
Yeah? Repeat it again. We love everyone.
We love every one of us. First, I love my body because my self is within this body. So actually, I love myself better than the body. But that self has an intimate relationship with Krishna because the self is part and parcel of Krishna. Therefore, I love Krishna more than anything. And because Krishna is all pervading, I love everything.
How beautiful this is. Because of the self is in intimate relationship with Krishna, and because that self is a part and parcel of Krishna. Therefore, I love Krishna more than anything. Although I love myself, my body more than me. Although I love my body. But the self is part and parcel of Krishna. And his relationship with Krishna is eternal, means a soul. That is the reason why I love Krishna more than anybody else. It's all for this. I love everything. Yes, continue. Next paragraph. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, we have forgotten that Krishna, God, is all pervading. This memory has to be revived. As soon as we revive our Krishna consciousness, we can see everything in relationship with Krishna, and then everything becomes lovable. Now, I love you or you love me, but that love is on the platform of this ephemeral body. But when love of Krishna is developed, I will love not only you but every living entity because the outward designation, the body, will be forgotten. When a person becomes fully Krishna conscious, he does not think here is a man, here is an animal, here is a cat, here is a dog, here is a worm. He sees everyone as part and parcel of Krishna. This is very nicely explained in the Bhagavad Gita. One who is actually learned in Krishna consciousness becomes a lover of everyone in the universe. Unless one is situated on the Krishna conscious platform, there is no question of universal brotherhood.
Because there is sectarian brotherhood. You will love Muslim brotherhood, Hindu brotherhood, Christian brotherhood, etc. Universal brotherhood will not be there. Only when a person loves God without sectarianism. So Krishna consciousness, that's the reason why, is not sectarian religion. This is to be understood. It has to be digested, this point. Past Prabhu, you understand this point?
Yes, Prabhu.
This is the point, differentiating factor of Krishna consciousness and others. And we have to we have to implement this in our lives. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Who will have to read again now, the last part? What about Om Prabhu? Please continue reading. Thank you.
If we actually want to implement the idea of universal brotherhood, then we will have to come to a platform of Krishna consciousness, not material consciousness. As long as we are in material consciousness, our lovable objects will be limited. But when we are actually in Krishna consciousness, our lovable object will be universal. That is stated by Prahlad Maharaj, beginning from the non-moving plants and trees and extending up to highest living creature, Brahma. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is present everywhere by his expansion as the Paramatma, the feature of Lord in everyone's heart. As soon as we become Krishna conscious, the extension of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Paramatma, induces us to love every object in relation with Krishna.
Good. Are we finished? Is anything? Yeah, okay. All right. Now, any questions on what we discussed so far on this, please? It's fairly straightforward. No?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I
Hare
have
Bol.
one question.
Yes, please.
Prabhuji, since Krishna is situated in everyone's heart, so that Paramatma, so we have to revive the Paramatma or the Paramatma situated in our soul, or while chanting, it reveals himself.
Okay. So, Krishna has three forms. He pervades the whole material creation in three ways. One is as impersonal Brahman. Okay. Second is through Paramatma. He is situated in all living beings. And third is in his own personal form as Bhagavan, which is got Bhaga means opulences. Van means one who possesses. So that's what it's called Bhagavan. Okay? Van means one who possesses. Bhaga means opulences. All great, all beautiful, all strength, all detachment, all the six opulences are given. Okay? So he has to be understood in all the three aspects. There are some people, the example given is that of the sun. Okay, understanding the sun. Some may feel that the sun rays which are coming, the sun rays are equal to all living beings. Yeah, and they're very beneficial for plants to grow, vegetables to grow, fruits to grow, and we can have them, eat them for our sustenance. And the sunlight is important for our body also, vitamin D and all that. So they think that how beautiful is the sunlight, which does not discriminate between all living beings. Yeah, it sucks water from the ocean and brings rain. It sucks water from the river and brings rain. Same pure rain. Rain is very pure. Ocean water is salty. But still, when the rain falls, the rainwater is not salty. Similarly, it sucks water from the gutter also, which has got so many bacteria and filth. When it rains, the water is pure. Is it not magical? Is it not amazing? So they think that, oh, the sun rays are God. It's very nice. It's perfect. So this is called Brahman realization. Just like Krishna has bodily rays, is Brahman, made up of all atoms, small atoms. So that's all Mayavad philosophy. They think this is all in all. The second is Paramatma. Which somebody says that okay, then, but the rays are coming from somewhere. Yeah, rays is God, is very godly, no doubt about it. But it's coming from somewhere, right? So they say, that means the disk of the sun, that is God. So they worship the rays and the disk, which emanates. Yeah. So that is God. That is Paramatma realization, as an example. Because Paramatma is sitting in the heart of all living beings. And it gives all directions. He's a supreme controller. Similarly, sun in India right now, the sun is shining there, correct? In New Zealand also, sun is still there. Same sun. Right now, although it is late in the night, it is about 7:45, still sunshine is there. We don't have some separate sun. It's the same sun. Similarly, in Fiji also sun is there. So in Australia also. Maybe in America it's night time, some part of America. But the sun is still there, you see. So this is how people accept the sun disk as Paramatma too. Now there are third one who says, yes, that's right, the sun rays is coming from the sun disk, but the qualities of the sun rays, which is equal to everybody. All living beings are equal, the sun rays. It gives nourishment to all living beings. It picks up gutter water and all these things and brings pure water. So what must be the nature of the sun? That it creates this kind of rays. So nature of the sun is a personal form of the sun. You see? Which has got a disk also, it's got rays also. But the nature is how beautiful it is equal to everybody. And it picks up from gutter and pure water also, but brings out only pure water back to everybody. It doesn't discriminate. You are a demon, so I'll not give you sunshine. No, it gives sunshine to everybody. Yeah? That is how these three analogies is understood. Paramatma, Bhagavan, and Brahma Jyoti. So while we are chanting, we chant to the sound vibration and focus upon the personal aspect of Krishna. He's a person. It will be revealed to us. But Paramatma realization is partial realization. Brahman realization is still partial, more partial realization. It's eternity realization. Brahman realization is eternity realization. Paramatma realization is realization of eternity and knowledge, which require a lot of knowledge to gain knowledge about Paramatma. Now, eternity, knowledge, and bliss is a Bhagavan realization. Happiness comes from this. Of course, there's happiness in the Brahman also, but there's limited happiness there. There's no variegated, there's no activity there. This will be revealed over a period of time. These are just words for you right now, but this is the answer. So that's why only when Krishna's personal form is worshipped and loved and practiced on, the bliss element comes permanently. Okay? So while we're chanting, we chant Krishna's name, holy name. Everything will be revealed in your heart. Over a period of time, it will be revealed. But don't focus only upon the Paramatma. It is Paramatma also, Brahman also, and Bhagavan also. And we love Krishna for his activities, as we discussed in the previous chapter, previous discussion, his pastimes. Paramatma doesn't have a pastime. Neither does Brahma Jyoti has pastime. Only Krishna has pastimes. They are not called Makhan Chor. Makhan Chor is Krishna, but a thief. Okay? Is this okay? You understand this point?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay? More will be clear as we discuss further, That's why we got steps, levels of realizations and different chapters and training. Okay? Wonderful. Any other questions anyone else has? Please feel free to ask or share any realizations if you have any.
To add one question, the question.
Yes, please.
The three miseries, are those common to every living entity in the material world, even Brahma, Adi Devi?
Yes, it is, but in those levels of planets, they're not one planet, they're planetary systems. Okay? So lower planetary systems, you got more ignorance more there. In the middle, there is ignorance all mixed together. Higher than this, a little bit of goodness is existing more. And Brahma Loka, the goodness is a bit more. But still ignorance will come, as you'll study in Bhagavatam. It exists in everywhere, shape and form, all the three. But the influences of some are more in some other planetary systems, of the 14 planetary systems. Is this okay?
Yes, so I just had one follow-up question that since Brahma is the highest living entity in material world, so would he have the Adi Devik misery? Because Adi Devik is because of the living entity above us.
Yeah.
So Brahma is already on the topmost in the material world.
See, Brahma Loka may not be subjected to all these difficulties and miseries that we have. Okay? But they also require sunshine. But the sunshine is in the lower planetary systems, the heavenly planets, you see. So it's not as much influenced by other demigods. The demigods are influenced by Brahma. Do you understand this?
Yes,
So the source of enjoyment is very high there. And the freedom is very high there. Freedom. If you understand why Brahma's resort is where he lives, description, you cannot fathom. You say this is spiritual world. Yeah. It says that on the four sides there are big rivers and waterfalls, and his palace is in the middle there. But he's absorbed in remembering Krishna. The four Vedas are personified, praying with him. They're giving him, glorification. Glorifying Krishna, and he's sitting and meditating. He's thinking about this. You see? But at the same time, he can be allured by material things also. There's also he can be doing abominable activities also, Lord Brahma. He's done. He's done it. Different Brahmas in different ages, You see? So yes, they are higher, so it doesn't affect so much. But there are other ways of catching themselves. May not be Adi Devik so much, but there's Adhyatmic, Adi Bhautik in a way. You see? So the influences are very different. The time element also has got its little effect there. But if you go to Brahmaloka and you stand there for a second, here so many ages have passed. Here not only 100 years, 20 years, it's thousands of years have passed. You come back, finished. Hey, where's my home, man? It's gone. Instead of home, the building, something else has come about now. Or nothing there, whatever it is, It's a good question. Is this okay?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. So that's the reason why, instead of jumping to, that's why we train you guys on these points. And from there, Bhagavad Gita, understanding this very thoroughly. Otherwise, Bhagavatam won't understand it. And the pastimes, you will not understand things about how Krishna, Balaram got married to Revati, how Revati was brought down. It is very different. Unless you understand these time scales, that's why we sometimes speak on those lines. We give some classes on this. So we get some idea about, wow, a magical thing. Okay? It's not magical, it's our brain expands. So first, heart expands in bhakti, then brain expands. Okay? Very nice. Hare Krishna. Any other questions anyone has? Please feel free. It's a good question. Good question. Okay, no questions from anybody? Okay, any leaders have any questions? No seniors, if you have anything to share on what we discussed? Any realizations you'd like to share?
Hare Krishna. Just a question on the where in the paragraph saying that we love like everything because everything is part and parcel of Lord Krishna, and because we love Lord Krishna more than anything. So I'm just wondering, if you love something, by like definition of the word, is it possible not to be attached to it? So if you're loving all living entities or loving, all living entities, at the same time you're attached from everything in your spiritual life, is that a possibility? I mean, what exactly does love mean in that context?
No, but then if you're loving every living entity, because it's Krishna situated inside, right? So you're not loving living beings, you're loving Krishna. And you're loving living beings because of Krishna. So you're not attached to the body, you're attached to the spirit soul. So you don't see an animal, you see a spirit soul there. Once there was what was that? Prabhupada's pond. What do you call it? The black in the garden we find? Slugs.
Ladybug? Oh, slug.
Slug. So once Prabhupada were chanting, and when Mataji was chanting with her, one lady disciple, and a slug came, and he said, oh, the slug comes. Prabhupada said, see, this is also a living being. There's no spirit soul. He has misused his independence. That's why he's born as a slug. Let's chant for him, both of us. So they both chanted for the slug. This is Krishna consciousness. Mataji said, I was saying, oh my God, what is a slug? Oh. Prabhupada said, no, this is how I misused it. So let's chant for him. So remember, before we kill other living beings and birds, sometimes you have to kill them, remove them, In farming, you have to remove slugs. You have to kill the slugs, otherwise they'll eat all the seeds you put in to grow. So that's why we say, what do we do? Krishna, help me. Protect me. What else can I do? You chant and pray for your forgiveness and for benefit of all living beings who have been killed. And then you do it. That's the reason why in the Vedic way of life, before or after there is a farming, there's a festival, there's yajna for all living beings. Even after constructing a house, before constructing the house, there's yajna. There's so many living beings will be destroyed and killed for their benefit. And afterwards, they have been killed for their benefit. So we do yajna every day. When Krishna did it himself, when he was in this material world, we were living in Dwarka, because of all the cooking that happened in his palaces, the fire would kill so many living beings, And even otherwise, palaces are made living beings. So he would perform yajna every day. He would also do it for purification, forgiveness. So that's why when you see love everybody, we love everybody means love Krishna and the spirit soul, not the body. Body can keep changing. You get the point? The example is important, You can understand examples and the stories. Okay. Right? Thank you. Anybody else has to say anything? Or any questions? Okay. All right. Wonderful. Thank you very much. With this, we conclude our discussion and today's programs, both the programs. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Say something.
So it's Sarvasiddhi Mataji's birthday.
Oh, today? We should sing for her birthday then.
Sing for her.
So why are you not happy, Mataji? You are happy.
Wish her now.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Prabhuji, I'm happy.
Yeah, you answer. You had a chance. So we're not going to leave it like that, I know you're happy. Hare Krishna. Okay. So we'll sing from all of us, please. Okay, so we'll sing nicely, slowly. Come on, unmute yourselves, please, all of you. You all can mute yourselves. Here's 1, 2, 3, start. Happy
Happy
birthday to
To
you.
you,
Happy
happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
dear Sarvasiddhi
Saraswati
Mataji.
Mata ki.
Mataji.
Happy
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 birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
to
to
you.
you.
Hare
Hare Krishna to you.
you. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna to you.
May you
May you
never be
never be
born
born
again.
again.
May you
May you
never be
never be
born
born
again.
again.
May you
May you
go
go
back
back to
to
Godhead.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
to
to you.
Hari,
Haribo,
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 Haribo. Saraswati
Haribo.
Mataji ki jai. Hare
Jai.
Krishna. Happy birthday, mother. Hare Krishna.
Birthday, Mataji. Everyone, for your kind words and your wishes. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so if a birthday happens to be on the date of the program, we'll sing for you. If not, we're very sorry. You
No,
sing
you
alone.
sing it.
Okay. Whose turn is it today now to sing?
It's my turn, Prabhuji. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna,
Is
Prabhuji.
it your turn to sing from Mataji, Prabhuji? Who's both of you? One you. Whose
It's
turn
my
is it?
turn.
Oh, it's your turn. Subhadra Devi ki jai. Wonderful. Okay. Now sing very nicely with nice actions. We'll follow you. Okay. 1, 2, 3, start.
Maharaj, Maharaj, please hear us.
Maharaj, Maharaj, please hear us.
We have learned some real good stuff.
We have learned some real good stuff.
Maharaj, we have learned one thing.
Maharaj, we have learned one thing.
And today for you we will sing.
And today for you we will sing.
If our room is clean,
If our room is clean,
then our mind is clean.
then our mind is clean.
If our mind is clean,
If our mind is clean,
we can do anything.
we can do anything.
If our room is dirty,
If our room is dirty,
then so are we.
then so are we.
And if we are dirty,
And if we are dirty,
we're not happy.
we're not happy.
Wasting time
Wasting time
is the greatest crime.
is the greatest crime.
Because wasted time
Because wasted time
means a wasted mind.
means a wasted mind.
So best is your time
So best use your time
when you're in your prime.
when you're in your prime.
And your whole life
And your whole life
will be sublime.
will be sublime.
If your wealth is gone,
If your wealth is gone,
then there is nothing wrong.
then there is nothing wrong.
But if your health is gone,
If your health is gone,
then that's a different song.
that's a different song.
If your character dies,
But if your character dies,
then the world will cry.
then the world will cry.
Only saintly behavior,
Only saintly behavior,
that humanity thrives.
lets humanity thrive.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
We must always remember Krishna.
We must always remember Krishna
Never forget him too.
and never forget him too.
But how are we to practice this with so many things to do?
But how are we to practice this with so many things to do?
That is the greatest question.
That is the greatest question.
And here's the greatest clue.
And here is the greatest clue.
You must learn to work so nicely that Krishna remembers you.
You must learn to work so nicely that Krishna remembers you.
So listen very closely.
So listen very closely
And make your thinking sharp.
and make your thinking sharp.
Let's learn how we can live and work so Krishna won't depart.
Let's learn how we can live and work so Krishna won't depart.
Something due tomorrow.
If something's due tomorrow,
Finish it today.
finish it today.
Whatever's due today.
And whatever's due today,
Do it now, don't delay.
do it now, don't delay.
Your friends might be lazy.
Your friends might be lazy
Or doing bad things.
or doing bad things,
But you think again.
but you think again,
Don't follow them.
don't follow them,
And you will win the end.
and you will win in the end.
Whatever work we're given.
Whatever work we're given,
We do our very best.
we do our very best.
We only live with what we need and give Krishna the rest.
We only live with what we need and give Krishna the rest.
This is how to live, to work and to play. You learn to live this way, you'll see Krishna every day.
This is how to live, to work and to play. You learn to live this way, see Krishna every day.
And when our time is up, he'll take us up above. Sing and dance with him with a heart full of love.
And when our time is up, he'll take us up above, and we will sing and dance with him with the heart full of love.
To chant Krishna's name, his glories and his fame, the only way this world will ever become sane.
So chant Krishna's name, his glory and his fame, the only way this world will ever become sane.
Now please ask this greatest question.
Now please ask this greatest question
And find this greatest clue.
and find this greatest
You
clue.
can only remember Krishna.
You can only remember Krishna
If Krishna remembers you.
if Krishna remembers you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai.
Jai Holiness Shila Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj Shila Gurudev Ki Jai. Krishananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Jagat Guru Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Krishnitai Gaur Chandra Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasad Bhuttareshwari Mahavishnu Goswami Namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasad Bhuttareshwari Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine. Namaskar Devi Bhavani Chaya Visheshu Namaskar. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. With this, we conclude our program. Krishna willing. We'll see you next week. Same place, same time. Till then, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.